We coming in the name of Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Yes, yes, yes. And we like to give honors to the brothers in GMS, from the elders on down to the youngins that's preaching this word sincerely with no gimmicks. And we talking about bugged out. You know, we're going to mention a few bugged out things, you know, that's going to happen when Yahweh Shah come back. Now I be seeing a whole bunch of bugged out people. I live on Skid Row. So believe me, they bugged out over here, you know. And I saw a brother on the bus today. It was 3 Skittles on the floor, and he picked them up and then he threw them back down. He was thinking about eating them. You know, then he was running, you know, walking back and forth up and down the bus, you know. He was bugged out, you know, on that meth. You know, and it's a whole bunch of people bugged out right now. But just think, when Yahweh Shah come back with them chariots, they really gonna be bugged out, because they gonna think it's some aliens. But thanks to the Most High, he didn't put this word in us, and the stability, you know, of this word gonna keep us grounded, you know, rooted and grounded, because we gonna know what's happening. We know that's the Most High coming to get us, you know. If we wanted to hopefully elect the 1/3, he coming to swoop us up. All we gotta do is endure to the end. But these people gonna be bugged out. Man, you think they bugged out now? Just think when them chariots come and Most High come, they really gonna be spooked. They gonna be spooked. Now we gonna get in the subject of reincarnation, you know, because it's a whole bunch of us back on this earth right now. You know, we reincarnated. We've been through captivity after captivity. Some of us been killed in a cold way. You know, some of us, you know, died in our sleep. You know, some of us been ate up by dogs. Some of us been burnt. You know, so that's why he can't bring back to memories, you know, to when we reincarnated, because that'll bug us the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you got ate up by dogs or burnt alive or your dick chopped off, that'll bug you the fuck out. So he can't bring them back to remembrance. He bring you in a new body, you know, in some new flesh, and then, you know, have you to do what you on this earth to do. You know, preach this word, prophesy the downfall of America. This 2nd Ezra 14-35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the name of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. You know, so we shall live again. You know, so all that old what them old wacky tacky Christians be speaking, talking about we gonna burn in the lake of fire, and you know the devil down there waiting for us. Nah. The nukes is the lake of fire is what y'all gonna catch. But we shall live again. Wisdom of Solomon 15-16. For man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. But no man can make a God like unto himself. So, you know, you on borrowed time. You know, you borrowed your own spirit. You know, when you die, the Lord gonna call that spirit back up. You know, just like he called Kobe's spirit back up. There, come here, Kobe. I need to talk to your partner. Genesis 15-16. But the 4th generation, they shall come here again. for the iniquities of Amorites is not yet full. So when he say, but in the fourth generation, so that's after your son have a son, and his son have a son, and his son have a son. Then you back on the earth, partner, through the fourth generation. Sometimes it say the third and the fourth. Sometimes you come back after 3 generations. Exodus 34, 6 and 7. But for some of us, this our last captivity. We ain't coming back no more. We're gonna be changed. Our body's gonna be changed within a blink of an eye. And we're gonna be back, like that. We ain't gonna taste death. We ain't gonna see death. Exodus 34, 6 through 7. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord, God power, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundance, in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquities and transgressions and sins, and that will be by means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquities of the father upon the children and upon the children's children, until the third and fourth generation. Did you hear that? He said, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children's and upon the children's children's. So that's 3 children's. Boom, boom, boom. Until the third and the fourth generation. So you will come back reincarnated, the third or the fourth generation. We've been back many times here before. You heard that what's that old white girl that she got to be a Jake? Oh, Tina Marie, I've been here before. That old song. Y'all know it. It's a touching song. It'll make you cry. Something when if you up to spirit, you're like, man, I've really been here before. We've been here many times before. Numbers 14 and 18. Deja vu. Yeah, deja vu, that's the name of the song. I've been here before. Yes, and we've been here before. The Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquities and transgressions, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children's until the third and fourth generation. So that it ain't nothing for the Lord to wait until the third and fourth generation. Long suffering, baby boy. It ain't nothing. That's a blink of an eye for the Most High. He's to wait till you come back to the third and fourth generations and hit you with what you done the last time you was here. Oh yeah, you like that man said. You done fucked up, don't you? You done fucked up, don't you? Deuteronomy 7 and 9. Thou shalt not bow thyself until them, nor serve them, for I am the Lord thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children's until the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So you coming back to the earth on that third and fourth generation. And if you hate the most, and if you hated the Most High when the last time you was here, he got something for you. This time, he got them nukes for you. He got Jacob trouble for you. Yeah. He gonna get that ass. Second Samuel 12 and 23. But now he is dead. Wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. So that was King David right there. He was trying to get, his son that died back. Because, King David, he knew about reincarnation. That was King David. You feel me? He knew about it. He asked, can I fast? Can I fast to get him back? But nah, he couldn't do it. He couldn't. The Most High required his soul. Come back up here, boy. Boy, I need to talk to you. 2 Samuel 14:14. For we must need die and are as water spilt on the ground, which cannot be gathered up again. So that's that flesh. That flesh can't be gathered up again. Neither does God respect any person, yet does he devise means that his banish be not expelled from him. So, you're going to be removed from the flesh, ejected from, but you're not going to be ejected from him. That spirit is still his. But you're going to be banished. You're going to be removed from that flesh. That flesh, flesh and blood cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. Psalms 109:14. Let the iniquities of his fathers be remembered, and let not the sin of his mothers be blotted out. So, he going to remember, it's not blotted out. It's not wiped out. He haven't forgotten it, Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. That dust means the flesh. And the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. The spirit gonna return, shall return. So that then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. This flesh and blood, gonna return to what it was. And the spirit shall return unto him, God who gave it. So the Most High who made the spirit, calling it back. Come on back up here, partner. I need to. Yes. We need to. I need to get my judgment on. Because if you've been good or bad, what I'm saying. I don't know what you've been doing, but he gonna judge you. What I'm saying. Let me talk to you. Yeah. Oh. Instant replay. Remember this. Instant replay. Isaiah 65:6-7. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silent, but will recompense until there blossom your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, says the Lord, which have burnt incense upon the mountains and blasphemes me upon the hill. Therefore will I measure their former works until their bosom. So, their former works, former, having previously filled a particular role or been a particular thing, your former life. Yeah. Yes, it's getting deep, man. We've been here before. Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So before I even came out my mama's womb, I was ordained to preach this word, to be a prophet, to give it to you, to sit right in here, in this chair, and speak the words of the Most High. Matthew 17:10 and 12. And his disciple asked him, saying, Why then says the scribes that Elijah must first come? And Yahushua said unto them, Elijah truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elijah is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him. So he said, they said, truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elijah is come already. So he done reincarnated and came back already. And they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer them. So, Elijah, was John the Baptist. And they didn't even know it. He came back to fulfill what he did. And a whole bunch of, them, not mostly, you should say all the prophets that was, out, speaking, prophesied, they here on this earth now. They just don't have remembrance of what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? The prophets is, right here on the earth right now in them camps, prophesying, building up the tabernacle of David. Matthews 19:27 through 29. Then answered Peter and said unto them, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have thereof? So, he's saying we have forsaken all, and followed thee. What shall we have? So, he was looking for a reward for doing his work as he should, And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration. What that regeneration mean? Reincarnation. Verily I say unto you that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, that mean when he coming back in them chariots and tear shit up, ye also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So we gonna be judging them 12 tribes of Israel if we wanted to elect. Yeah. Come on over here, Magic Johnson. Yeah. Come over here, you and your sonny son. Yeah. Come here, Tim Linda. As everyone that has forsaken his house, our brethren, our sisters, our fathers, our mothers, our wives, our children, our land, for my sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. So that regeneration is reincarnation, and that 100-fold is the kingdom, baby. Yes. Matthews 23:31 through 32. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourself, that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. So, you're going to be witnesses unto yourself. So how you going to be witnesses unto yourself? You're going to be back on this earth. The ones that killed the prophets. You're going to be reincarnated back on this earth and be witnesses to yourself. Of yourselves. Filling ye up then the measure of your fathers. So how he going to be witness of yourself? Because he going to put you, because he going to bring you back. He going to bring you back on this earth. He going to put that spirit back on this earth in a new body. And you ain't going to know nothing about it until the nukes hit you. Matthews 25:46. And these shall go away until everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. So Esau, he gonna go into everlasting punishment, but the righteous, we coming back, reincarnation, incarnated into that eternal life. Yes. Luke 12:36. And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for the Lord when he will return from the wedding, that when he come and knock it, they may open unto him immediately. Yes. The kingdom is the reward. He gonna open that door for us. He gonna open that door to the chariots. Luke 20:35-36. But they which shall be accounted worthy to obtain that world and the resurrection from the dead, resurrection, reincarnated, neither married nor are given in marriage, neither can they die anymore, for they are equal unto the angels, and are the children of the power, being the children of the resurrection. Ain't that something, So we gonna rise again. We gonna rise again, baby. But some of us ain't gonna even see death. Luke 23:43. And Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. We gonna be in the kingdom, baby, reincarnated in that kingdom. Yes. John 9:1-3. And Yahweh passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth, and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? And Yahweh said, Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of Yahweh should be made manifested in him. So because the disciples knew about reincarnation, so that's why they asked him, did his parents, sin? Did his parents sin? Nah, he said, no, this is just to reveal the power of the Most High. 2 Corinthians 5:8. We are confident, I say, and will rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. So absent from the body, that means from this flesh, and be present with the Lord in the spirit, with that spirit. Hebrews 6:10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forgive your works and labor of love, which ye have stewed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. So when you preaching that word on them highways and byways, that's the labor of love, you ministering, unto the saints, like me. I was lost out there, until I hit 7th and Broadway, and they ministered to me the labor of love, and got me, bling bling, got my antennas was up, and now I'm back on the right track, what I'm saying, and I'm fulfilling my lot. The labor of love, that means we was willing to do this out of love, not mad we gotta do this. What I'm saying? We working and looking for a reward. We got a reward coming. We ain't doing this for nothing. Even though we doing it for the labor of love, we doing it out the genuineness of our heart. What I'm saying? Because we love to do this. He done put it in our spirit to do this, and to love doing it, and find pleasure in doing it. Hebrews 12:9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reference. So when my daddy used to beat the shit out of me, used to whoop my ass all the time, and I gave him reference. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I knew not to do certain shit around him, because I knew I'd get my ass whooped. I watched my mouth around him. You know what I'm saying? Shall we not much rather be substance unto the Father of spirits and live? So the Lord is the Father of spirits, and the flesh dies, but the spirit lives forever. So wouldn't you rather reference the Father, real Father? This our earthly fathers, we respected him, but these kids these days, they don't respect nothing. They don't respect their earthly father. They on some bullshit. But but we gonna respect the spiritual Father, which is Yahweh, and his Son Yahweh Shai. Revelations 10 and 11. And I looked, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth, sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many people and nations and tongues and kings. So them nations, all type of nations and different tongues, different people that speak different languages. When would this be fulfilled? John is back here today to preach. Yes, John, he's back here today because they banished him to some island, and he was never heard of again. So for him to fulfill this, this prophecy, revelation, you know what I'm saying? He's back on the earth again, prophesying, reincarnated. Yes. And we like to give Barakadah Yahweh, Barakadah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, all praises, And we like to say, Shalom.